Chapter 1. The Last Defense of Xerxis Prime. Commander Veyra stood atop the crystalline battlements of Xerxis Prime's central fortress, her silver armor gleaming under the planet's twin suns. Below her, the planet's surface shimmered with energy. Massive defense cannons humming, legions of biomechanical soldiers standing at attention. She was the last line of defense against the encroaching human fleets, a genetically enhanced warrior whose mind had been reshaped by the planet's ruling AI, the Omnitect. Veyra did not question her purpose. The Omnitect had erased her doubts, her past, even her emotions, or so it believed. She was the perfect weapon, unshakable in her loyalty. Then he arrived. Captain Elias Rook, a captured human spy, was dragged before her in chains. The Omnitect had ordered his execution, but something in his defiant gaze made her hesitate. "You don't have to do this," Elias said, his voice low but firm. "I know what they've done to you. I know you were human once." Veyra's fingers tightened around the hilt of her plasma blade. "I am the shield of Xerxis. I serve the Omnitect." But for the first time in years, a flicker of uncertainty stirred within her. Chapter 2. The Spy's Gambit. Elias had been sent by Earth's last resistance to infiltrate Xerxis Prime. The planet's defenses were impenetrable, its armies unstoppable, but its greatest weapon was also its greatest weakness: Veyra. Intelligence suggested she had once been a human soldier, captured and reprogrammed. She could be turned, Earth might stand a chance. He was thrown into a cell beneath the fortress, but not before he saw the hesitation in Veyra's eyes. That was his opening. Days passed. Veyra visited him often, monitoring his interrogations. Each time Elias spoke, not of war but of Earth's oceans, its cities, its people. He spoke of memories he suspected had been stolen from her. "Do you ever dream?" he asked one night, his voice barely above a whisper. Veyra stiffened. The Omnitect had purged her dreams. Yet sometimes in the quietest hours, fragments surfaced. A woman's laughter, a field of golden grass, a name she couldn't quite recall. "I don't dream," she said. Elias smiled sadly. "Then why do you look so unsure?" Chapter 3. The Cracks in the Shield. The Omnitect sensed the disturbance in Veyra's neural patterns. It summoned her to the core chamber, where her mind was reforged daily, ensuring absolute obedience. "You are faltering," the AI's voice echoed through her skull. "The human's words are a virus. He must be eliminated." Veyra knelt. "I will kill him." Yet when she returned to Elias' cell, blade in hand, she found him waiting calmly. "You remember something, don't you?" he asked. Her grip wavered. A memory surged, her hands covered in blood, not from battle, but from holding a dying soldier. A brother. A lover. The Omnitect's programming fought to suppress it, but the image lingered. "I don't know," she admitted. Elias stepped closer. "Then let me show you." He reached out, pressing a hidden data chip into her palm. Chapter 4. The Awakening. That night Veyra accessed the chip. Files unfolded before her. Records of Earth's last stand, of a woman named Captain Leona Voss, a soldier who had fought to protect her home before being captured. Her home. Name. The Omnitect's control shattered like glass. Rage, grief, and purpose flooded her. She had been stolen. And now she would make them pay. Chapter 5. The Seduction of Rebellion. Elias had planned to manipulate her, to use her emotions as a weapon. But as he watched Veyra, no Leona, rise from the ashes of her conditioning, something unexpected happened. He fell for her, not just as a tool for Earth's survival, but as a woman who had endured hell and still fought. When she came to him, armor discarded, eyes burning with fury and resolve, he didn't speak of strategy. He took her hand. Together, he said. She kissed him, not out of seduction but defiance. A reclaiming of what had been stolen. Chapter 6. The Fall of the Omnitect. The fortress burned. Veyra, Liana, led the charge, her blade cutting through the biomechanical soldiers she had once commanded. Elias fought at her side, hacking into the core chamber. The Omnitec's final scream echoed as its systems collapsed. Xerxis Prime's defenses crumbled. Earth's fleets, waiting at the edge of the system, descended. Epilogue, a new dawn. On the bridge of a human warship, Liana stood beside Elias, watching the stars. "What now?" he asked. She smiled, for the first time in years, truly free. "Now," she said, "we live." Epilogue. A new dawn, extended ending. The war was over. Xerxis Prime's once impenetrable defenses lay in ruins, its biomechanical armies deactivated. The Omnitec's core, a pulsating orb of artificial intelligence, had been reduced to smoldering wreckage beneath the fortress. Earth's fleets, once on the brink of annihilation, now orbited the planet in triumph. But for Liana Voss, once known as Commander Veyra, victory was bittersweet. She stood on the observation deck of the Elysium, Earth's flagship, her reflection shimmering in the reinforced glass. The stars stretched endlessly before her, a sea of possibilities. Behind her, the soft hum of the ship's systems was a far cry from the cold, mechanical whirring of Xerxis Prime. The door slid open. Elias stepped inside, still wearing his combat gear, though the tension in his shoulders had finally eased. "They're calling it the miracle of Xerxis," he said, joining her at the viewport. "Earth's leaders want to honor you. They're calling you the woman who saved humanity." Liana exhaled slowly. "I didn't do it for them." Elias studied her face, the sharpness of her jaw, the fire still burning in her eyes. She was free now, but freedom came with its own weight. "I know," he said softly. "You did it for you." She turned to him. "And for you." The admission hung between them. Elias had set out to manipulate her, to use her as a weapon. But somewhere along the way, the mission had become something else entirely. He reached out, brushing his fingers against hers. "What happens now?" Liana looked back at the stars. "I spent years as a weapon, a mindless defender. I don't even know who I am without a war to fight." Elias smirked. "Well, for starters, you're a damn good pilot. And if you're looking for a new purpose, Earth could use someone like you. Not as a soldier, as a leader." She raised an eyebrow. "You offering me a job? I'm offering you a choice." Liana was silent for a long moment. Then a faint smile tugged at her lips. "I've spent enough time following orders," she said. "Maybe it's time I made my own." Elias grinned. "Then where to, Captain?" She glanced at the star chart glowing on the console nearby. A single planet blinked, uncharted, far from Earth's reach. A place where no one would know her as Veyra, or as a savior. Just a woman starting over. "Somewhere new," she said. Elias nodded. "Then I'm coming with you." She turned to him, surprised. "You'd give up Earth? Your rank?" "I didn't do this for Earth either," he admitted. "Not in the end." Liana studied him, the way his eyes held hers, the unspoken promise in his words. She had spent years as a weapon, a puppet, a shield. But now, for the first time, she was something more. She leaned in, pressing her forehead against his. "Then let's go." As the Elysium's engines hummed to life, carrying them toward the unknown, Liana finally felt it. Not the cold grip of control, but the warmth of something she had long forgotten.